Hello everybody! Happy Harvest, Merry Mabon. This is the third video out of 3. So this is the final video in this series. Video 1 is a meditation and breath work to ground us. Video 2 is our ritual. And this is the final video where I will do a collective tarot card spread for specific to this autumn equinox. And this is just in general for all of us, for humanity, or at least anybody who's watching this video. This is just going to be some guidance into this transition. Sometimes we get ourselves into a middle period of life where we're just like, what do I do next? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I rest? Do I have to put forth this effort? So let's just see what the collective answer is. So this is a 4-card spread. For the first card, we do it's to harvest. What am I going to take with me? The second one is to compost. What am I leaving behind? The third one is, what am I bringing into the world? What is my light? And the fourth one is dark. Not negatively, but what do I need to meditate on? What do I need to reflect upon? So we'll do a little collective reading for that. So to harvest, what do I need to take with me? Ace of Pentacles. The imagery is not as wonderful on the camera as I would like it to be. Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of abundance. Perfect for this time. Pentacles are symbol of earth, or the element of earth. Material wealth, legacy, passed on tradition. So all of that is really poignant for this time. Whenever you pull an ace, that is the beginning of a suit, the beginning of a story of a new journey. This one's interesting to me because it has this yellow path or river, and the first thing I'm thinking is like the yellow brick road. There's flowers around the pentacles. So this journey that we're going on is going to be a long-term legacy. This is the journey that we're leaving behind to the next generations. So we're taking with us the solace in knowing that this is the beginning. This is truly the beginning. This cycle is ending and starting anew, and we just need to be able to recognize that and get ready to reap those benefits. So what we're going to take with us is the comfort in knowing a new beginning is coming for all of us, which is going to be sustained for a very long time, and it's going to cause growth, and it's going to lead us down the yellow brick road, which if you've watched The Wizard of Oz, there were some struggles along the way, but that's how Dorothy met her closest companions and the people who brought her to the Magic City, the Emerald City, So take comfort in knowing that this journey is in the beginning and that there may be some struggles to get there, but it is the path to go on for long-term success, and you will find your loved ones along the way. Okay, this next one is to compost. What are we going to leave behind? So we have the Two of Cups, and the Suit of Cups is water, and as we know, water has memory, water is intuitive, it follows the path of least resistance, it nourishes, right? And so when you get to cups, there is a period of intellectual back and forth, as water is also wisdom and intellect and thought. And so what I see here is that we need to leave behind the constant back and forth, trust in our intuition, so that our cups can be self-fulfilling, right? Because these cups have water going between the both of them. It's a balance, it's a ricochet. They go back and forth, they stay full. The cups are not empty and they're not falling over. So we don't have to choose. We don't have to pick a side. This isn't like the Two of Swords. we can just exist in this middle ground, which is just so funny to me because it's another liminal space here. We're in flux between 2 points. For me, my takeaway from that is the duality of life, the difference between pleasure and struggle. You can't have one without the other. And some people would say a truly peaceful, truly successful life is the balance in between, and not chasing either side. So what we need to leave behind from us is having to fit in either pole, either binary. We are constantly in flux. We are constantly flowing. And so we need to embrace that. And that's when we will not be burdened with being too much, feeling like we're doing too much, feeling like our cups are empty, you know? So we're going to leave behind that indecisiveness of the transition period. You don't need to be anywhere right now. You need to be right where you're at, and that's that, you know? You're in the flow state between the two. This one is the light card for the light, and that is what we need to put out into the world. Guys, this one's important. I feel like we're at a pivotal time right now, where we need to be active and we need to take our stands, and be ready for that. And so I want to pull this card on what we need to produce, what we need to put out into the world. And so we have the Hierophant in reverse. So I don't read reverse cards as negative cards. I mostly see reverse cards as something that we need to align ourselves with. So because this is the Hierophant in reverse, I would say we need to align ourselves with spirituality. Behind him is what looks like it's similar to a sun, all the rings. And there's like triangles and stuff, sacred geometry. So what I'm seeing is we need to align ourselves with our spiritual purposes here, whatever that may be for you, whatever helps you to wake up and function, and whatever helps you to be a light to somebody else and yourself. We need to align with that spirituality, that thing that drives you to be a positive influence on your brothers and sisters and your planet. This is what we need to put out into the world. We need to align ourselves with the spirituality and the wisdom that comes. And this guy, he's got the priest has his keys, you know. That's going to be our key to all of this celestial glory. And I couldn't feel like that's any more true. We do need to come together and realize that not all truths are tangible or provable. Now, that doesn't mean to spread misinformation, which I know we are in a really downward spiral with right now. But everybody has their intuition. And you also need to recognize that intuition in yourself. But more importantly, I think you need to recognize that intuition in others. Other people also have that intuition, right? A big thing I'm seeing right now is a lack of compassion. And I know that can be so hard to wrap your mind around when there's just so much stuff just piling on right now. I don't want to get into it here, but it's just like all the crap, right, that's going on. And it's so easy to just jump down people's throats and assume that, you know, this person is uneducated or this person is blindly following. We all have that core in us that is driving us to make the decisions that we're making. And it all, I promise you, we all stems from the same place in all of us. So have that compassion towards others to recognize that nobody is inherently good or bad, and that nobody is inherently like superior or inferior. Let's approach each other with some compassion, and I think that's a big part of the Hierophant and spirituality. If you want to take it on a religious aspect, How many times over and over have we heard stories of prophets and gods and priests and priestesses who have been merciful and compassionate upon those who were beggars or lepers or sinners, and opened their arms fully and their doors fully to accept these people? It's almost like if you've ever seen Les Miserables, where Jean Valjean is taken in by this priest, and he is a prisoner on the run, and he steals some stuff from the priest, and tries to run away. Well, the police catch him and bring him back and to the priest and say, he stole from you. What should we do? And the priest says, you know what? I gave him that food, and he forgot to take my silver cups, and he forgot to take these. That is a true compassion that priest is able to, and that's just a beautiful metaphor. I know it's a Broadway play, but it's just such a wonderful metaphor that has stuck with me. He could have easily, cast this man out. He could have easily have taken this personally. There's so much going on right now causing us divide, and we need to align ourselves spiritually. Big time. We need to have real, recognize real. We all are having the same struggle. One sec.